Louisiana, today's your lucky day. You're going up on the license plate map. The very first license plates in Louisiana were being issued at the city and parish levels from the turn of the 20th century. But in 1915, the state government took over that responsibility, with those earliest types using an abbreviation for Louisiana, LA. In fact, the state name wasn't spelled out in full on the plates for the first time until 1929, which also happened to be when Louisiana started issuing pairs of plates that said front and rear. Then, a few years later in 1932, Governor Huey Long got involved in the plate process and ordered their manufacture to be moved to the Angola State Prison, where Louisiana's plates are still made today. But that year also saw the debut of the state bird, the pelican, on Louisiana's plates, which lasted for decades in many colors with its beak both closed and open, and it even took the form of a decal modeled on a John James Audubon painting in 1950. The state's first license plate slogan, Louisiana Yams, cropped up in 1954, allegedly to compete with Idaho's potato-based slogan, though by 1958, the technically grammatically incorrect Sportsman's Paradise motto was adopted, and then changed to the current Sportsman's Paradise the following year. There were a couple of experimental slogans after that, like the Bayou State in the 1970s, and this design to celebrate the 1984 Louisiana World's Fair, which actually declared bankruptcy mid-event and is probably the reason the World's Fair hasn't been held in the United States ever since. But you may notice that during that time, a 30-year period from 1964 to 1994, there was a letter in the middle of the registration numbers, though contrary to popular belief, these weren't sequential, but actually referred to state police troop districts, which is how plate numbers were assigned back then. In 94, though, the first quote-unquote lipstick series hit the roads in Louisiana, with that unique script sticking around when the Pelicans returned almost 20 years ago. That's the plate I'm cutting up. And it's still on the current base plate, which is new as of January 1st this year. But unfortunately, the timeline of Louisiana's standard license plates is not that simple, because in the past 25 years, there have also been 3 other optional standard designs issued simultaneously, each celebrating a different bicentennial: the Louisiana Purchase, Louisiana Statehood, and the Battle of New Orleans. Here's our finished product that brings the license plate map one step closer to being done, but be sure to tell me what state you want to see me do next.